Take a breath, hold it. 10 meters down, you'd still recognize everything. Fish look like fish. Light behaves like light. But the ocean keeps going. 11 kilometers. Straight down. Nothing in this film is invented. Every animal you are about to meet is real. Most of them filmed. The rest rebuilt from what science knows. This is what happens to life when you take the light away. The top 200 meters. This is the ocean you know. The one from every documentary, every holiday, every dream about the sea. It runs on a single resource: light. Everything here is built around catching it, hiding from it, or borrowing it. But sunlight in water has a limit. Every 10 meters swallows another color. Red goes first, then orange, then yellow. By 200 meters, all that is left is a deep, tired blue. Too weak to feed a single plant. 90% of ocean life lives above this line. Below it, the rules you just watched stop applying. There are no plants down here, no harvest. The entire economy runs on leftovers, a slow, constant snowfall of everything that dies above. Scientists call it marine snow. It sounds gentle. It is the only food most of these animals will ever know. And where food is this scarce, being eaten is the one expense you cannot afford. So the first thing evolution abandoned down here was the visible body. What cannot be seen cannot be hunted. Why so many species chose invisibility is still debated. What it costs them, nobody knows. Others went the opposite way. Instead of hiding from light, they learned to make it. 3 out of 4 animals in the deep ocean glow. It is not decoration. It is language, weapon, and camouflage in one. Camouflage. Through a trick that sounds impossible. Hiding with light. Hunters below scan the glow for silhouettes, so some squid light their own bellies, matching the brightness above, erasing their outline, vanishing into light. And some cheat the spectrum itself. Red light does not reach this depth. A red body down here is not red. It is gone. In the Second World War, sonar operators kept detecting something impossible: a second seabed, a floor that rose toward the surface every night and sank again before dawn. It was not rock. It was this. Billions of animals, the largest migration on Earth, every night in total darkness. For most of human history, we had no idea it existed. But the twilight zone has a floor, and below 1,000 meters, the last of the sun gives up. From here on, sunlight is a rumor. It has never reached this place, and not once in 4 billion years. The pressure is 100 times what your body was built for. The cold sits just above freezing, and this is not where life ends. This is where it gets creative. Remember the rule: red light cannot exist down here? The dragonfish weaponized it. It produces its own red beam, a color almost nothing in the deep can see, a private searchlight. Invisible to everyone but itself, its prey never sees the light that finds them. Other hunters solved the opposite problem: how to stay unseen even inside a beam like ours. Skin so black, it swallows 99.5% of all light. And then there is the anglerfish. The lure works exactly the way you think. But the strangest thing about this animal is not how it hunts. It is how it mates. A male is born with one job and almost no body to do it with. He can barely swim. He cannot truly hunt. His only mission: find a female in a darkness the size of a continent. Most die searching. The few that succeed bite and never let go. His skin fuses to hers, his bloodstream joins hers. Everything he no longer needs dissolves, until he is a permanent living part of her body. She may carry several. She will never have to search again. Down here. This counts as a sensible arrangement. Food arrives rarely, but when it arrives as a giant. Within hours, the first guests. Within years, an entire ecosystem living on the bones. One carcass can feed this desert for half a century. 4 kilometers down, the open water finally ends. What waits below is not a floor. It is a world. The abyssal plain, the largest single habitat on this planet. More than half the Earth's surface. Almost none of it has ever been seen. No landmarks, no reefs, no light, sediment in every direction for thousands of kilometers. And in this emptiness, something strange happens to size. Crustaceans you could hold on a fingertip elsewhere reach the length of your forearm here. We can measure deep-sea gigantism everywhere. We still cannot fully explain it. Time itself runs differently on the plain. Life slows to a crawl. Things grow slowly, reproduce rarely, and almost forget to die. The Greenland shark cruises these depths at less than walking speed. It becomes an adult at around 150. The oldest ones swimming right now were alive before the United States existed. And still the plain is not the bottom. In a few places, the floor itself tears open. The trenches, scars where the planet's crust folds into itself, dragging the seafloor down to nearly 11 kilometers. Drop Mount Everest into the deepest one, and its summit would still sit more than a mile underwater. The pressure here exceeds 1,000 times what you feel right now, and the deepest living fish we have ever found looks like it is made of wet tissue paper. No armor, no thick bones. Pressure like this does not allow them. Its cells are protected by chemistry instead. It thrives in a place that would erase us. And along the trench walls, life gives up on the sun entirely. Whole communities feeding on chemicals bleeding from inside the earth, which raises a question science takes seriously. If life can run on chemistry alone, then dark oceans on other worlds stop being science fiction. Europa, Enceladus, sealed oceans warmed from within. We have not looked yet. We have barely looked here. Fewer people have reached the bottom of the deepest trench than have stood on the moon. More than 80% of the ocean has never been mapped, never been filmed, never been seen. So the honest answer to why fish stop looking like fish is that we are the strange ones. Life shaped by sunlight is the exception. Most of this planet runs in the dark. The next dive is already being prepared.